But you just love the early morning fresh air. So anyway, we've come to Shek O in Hong Kong, which is the most easterly point of Hong Kong Island. To see the sunrise. We're like hippies, basically. Let's take some LSD and watch the sun come up. Yeah, man. When I first started shooting, when I first started learning photography, landscape shooting was all I did. Nothing else. A few years before I came to Hong Kong, didn't do anything else apart from landscape shooting. So this is going back to my photographic roots, as they would say. Where are we going now? That looks like a road to nowhere. So there's just no lights here. This is going to be interesting actually, just generally interesting. This is pretty daunting actually, I have to say. And you can't actually see it, but the waves are really quite fierce. It's just, you can see the whiteness there, of the waves smashing up against the rocks. Well, you can't see it, but I can, because human eyes are generally better than L lenses. Let's go, without falling down the stairs. Let's hold on to something. Take it easy. So anyway, the first top tip is to plan and pack properly, and let me show you the equipment that we've packed. Bread, that's very important. Got some more bread there. Some bread. That's lox bread. Now the reason why we've come out this ridiculous hour in the day or night is because we want that sky to be lovely. When the sun comes up just over there, that's going to look really pretty. Now when you're shooting landscapes, you don't want the sky to be really boring, because that's like a pizza without topping, a beer that's warm, a stripper with clothes on. So we're just going to wait for that to come up. But let me show you what I've packed. I've got this, which is the D700, and I've got the tilt shift lens. And we've got a ND filter, graduated, 3 stops, and I've got a tripod. I asked the bloody producer for a tripod, and the thing is, he said that he wouldn't give me his Gitzo, so he gave me something else instead, which is, I can't actually, here we go. Oh, that looks even worse now. I can actually see it. I couldn't see it just now. This is hardly a replacement for the Gitzo, but he said he didn't trust me because last time I broke it with a football, so... Arrange things so that you can arrive at the scene early and have ensured that you have the right camera equipment as well as safety stuff. It just generally saves you wasting your time and energy. Now we want to be down there. Oh yeah, and I've got a torch as well. Oh bollocks. Which is, here you go. The things I do for fucking video. Whoa. Ah, shit. Oh, bloody hell. Now the second tip is to have more things in focus. Now that means having a small aperture, which means stopping this down. But the thing is, when you stop it down to a very small aperture, things get softer due to diffraction, which is why I have picked this lens. Using a lens like this isn't a must for landscape shooting. Just use something that can go wide, preferably. Although you can use tele for certain landscapes, having a wide is useful for getting the bigger picture in your tiny little frame. And of course, when you have a smaller aperture, what you need to keep things still is a decent tripod, and I didn't get a decent tripod. God damn it. So we probably need something to weigh this down. That's going to double its weight, quadruple the weight, because we don't want this to move. Otherwise you get a blurry shot. A cheap tripod is not ideal for this kind of thing, or anything. It's a nice gesture for a shop to give you one for free when you buy a camera, but they're about as much use as 3 twigs tied together.
The tripod, that is, not the shop people.
We want the lowest ISO because maximum sharpness. Manual mode. We don't want any of that aperture priority nonsense. I mean, we're just sitting here anyway. We can contemplate it. And that's tip number 3. Contemplate light. As you see, the light is coming up now. You have to think about what kind of light you want. And this is going to be great because there's some clouds in the sky. And also, you can see light is starting to turn it kind of purplish, orangey. It's beautiful.
They call them the golden hours, the first hour of sunrise and the last of sunset. The lighting is softer at these times because the sun is lower and travels through more atmosphere. It's flattering light that would make even most pizza-faced people look good. Not only is this lens good for perspective control, but you can also control the plane of focus. So even when you use a large aperture, you can tilt it to give more stuff in focus.
Now it's probably best to have a shutter release, a remote release, or you can put it on the timer. Because even when you press it from here, you'll probably, especially with a tripod like this, it'll still make it blur. Now light is always changing, especially at this time. It comes up really quickly and so is the tide. I'm really worried about this. And when that changes, the exposure time for the sky and the land is different, which is why I've got this baby here, ND filter. Now it's a graduated ND filter. The difference between the sky and the land, or if you want to flip it, but the difference is 3 stops between top and bottom.
I'm using a 3-stop graduated ND filter, which is like sunglasses for your camera. It makes the sky less intense. A 2-stop would do alright too, but with a 3-stop I can make the sky a little moodier.
Shit! There goes my bread. Fuck me. There's my bread. Whoa! Shit! Oh shit! There's a face wash for you. Motherfucker. Oh, come on, you bastard! Oh, my sock's wet. Shit! Shit. Okay, wet socks. That is a big wave. Shit. Fucking hell. Okay, one shot and I'm gone. Woo! Shit! Alright, that was stupid. Oh shit. Oh shit. Whoa. Shitting hell. Let's take another one here. And the 4th tip is to just think about your composition. Of course, one of the easiest things that people get wrong is the horizon. You have to keep it straight and level. And of course, there's things like the rule of thirds. You know, think of your composition as this nice sandwich. Not that I'm hungry or anything, but there's the sky, the foreground, and the not so foreground. You have to have the nice bread, maybe sun-dried tomato, and some kind of herb, and nice filling in between.
Well, rule of thirds is one of the golden rules of photography composition, but don't strictly obey it. You want to just look through the viewfinder and find things that are pleasing to the eye. Shapes, lines, focal points and details.
Did you bring the ND filter? So I've put an ND filter on this because I want to stop the exposure down again because it's getting quite bright now. But I want the slow shutter speed to make that water nice and blurry.
Adding another ND filter, I can still get a long exposure time despite the stronger natural light. Open the shutter for longer and those colours get pretty intense. Think about different angles of the same spot. Sometimes it's all too easy to be so enamoured by one point of view that you forget to try a different angle.
Do take your time with the composition, because your subject is not going to run away, but of course the sun will.
You won't always hit the right spot the first time. If you don't try other angles, then you won't know which one is the best one.
Oh shit! I'm gonna try my phone out.
Or you can even take landscape photos on an iPhone that aren't too bad.
So anyway, these ND filters are really useful. Of course, you can Photoshop it these days. You can just take two exposures, one for the sky, one for that, and then put it together, or HDR. But this was from like the film days when I was shooting my film camera. Pentax. It was a Pentax, believe it or not. And I would use this, and it really works. It works a treat. And to be honest, I'd rather use this instead of Photoshop because it's just one exposure, bang, the shot's in the bag, there you go.
I would have loved to stay and shot more if I didn't look like I had an incontinence problem, so we called it a day. Well, to sum up, for a good landscape shoot, bring good equipment that will keep things nice and steady and make things easy for you, especially a tripod. More depth of field makes things look sweet, but too small an aperture and things go soft. Think about the light you want and how to control it with filters. Filters still have a place in photography despite Photoshop. Spend some time thinking about the shapes and lines that will make the photo attractive. Don't rush your composition. Then, move about and keep shooting.
There you go, that's the temperature today. Not exactly going to get my socks dry, or my feet dry, or my shoes dry, or my jeans dry, or my underpants dry, or my whatever dry, my penis dry, my bollocks dry, my anus dry. So there you go. See ya.